In this one, I'm going to be hunting for snow and solitude. Stay tuned. We are up in the mountains now, up in the trees. It is snowing, it is beautiful. I love it. This is what I came for. We're gonna keep going farther. Let's see what we can find. It's a pretty big snowmobiling area in the winter, which would be really fun, but I don't have one. But you can see all the tracks here from people that do have one. Sons of guns. Also, closed game. Yay. While we're here, it seemed like a good time to fill up my water bottle. Moving on. Welcome to Grand Lake. Beautiful winter day. Absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite lakes in the state. It's, I don't know, it's just a really nice place to be. It's got a great town, which is closed right now. But it's just awesome. Beautiful lake. But something interesting I noticed about the lake, which I'll show you here. If you look at that little channel over there, that section on the left is actually just an island with all the trees in it. But if you look past that, it's kind of hard to see. The lake is frozen, which is the main section of the lake. So this section here that we're in is not frozen. Anyway, this is not where we're staying tonight. We are gonna head up into, well, mountains. You can't see them because there's clouds, but there's mountains over there. That's where we're going. So it's snowing still. Hopefully we get some snow tonight at camp. That'd be fun. Here's a good view of what I was talking about. You can see the section of the lake there that is frozen. Struggling here. I keep running into locked gates or areas where campfires are not allowed. And I know that some people, they're secluded places, some people probably would, but I'm not that kind of people. So I follow the rules. Gates are closed, no campfires allowed in those areas. The county I'm in doesn't have any fire restrictions, so good there. So I'm trying to find a spot where I can get to where I want to be. Well, just struggling. A lot of the roads are closed because it's just winter. That's how Colorado is. A lot of the national forest roads get closed. They have gates on them for a reason. So I have some literature though we can use. This one right here is one of the main ones I use. This is the Northern Colorado version, but they have a regular Colorado version as well. They've got Arizona, Utah, Colorado. They're great books by Fun Trucks, and I've got most of their books. Anyway, I'm going to be looking for an area that we can go to. So let's see. Area 4 is where we are. So I've been down a couple of these, so I'm going to take a look at some of these and just see what I can find. A lot of them have descriptions to say if they're closed or not, which I probably should have been reading, but I like to just go for it. So we'll see where I go. Well, I found a road that's open, but it's pretty snowed in. The snow's not too deep though. It's right here, you know, a couple inches. But the question is, how far do you want to go solo up a road like this? So, looking at the map, it doesn't look like the road, or the canyon rather, kind of smooths out at all. So, it might be a while until I find a flat spot for camping, but I've gotten as far as this flat spot here, and it might work. It might work. So I'm gonna go take a look at it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Feels pretty good. Snow's kind of stopped too, so I'm not too worried about getting out in the morning or anything. Anyway, now we're gonna set up camp. So this is my camper. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm gonna post some kind of walk around, this is my camper kind of video. It may come out before this one, I don't know. If it doesn't, this is my camper. It's homemade. Obviously it's modeled after some of the similar ones on the market, but it's got some differences that I think make it much better. It is way better than a rooftop tent. I spent many nights in a rooftop tent. And if you currently are in a rooftop tent, you can appreciate this. Oh God, I love that. When it's something you worked on, just, it's good. Love it. Anyway, time for a fire and a drink. These bubble gauges are super useful. They only go to a couple degrees, so as long as you're somewhere towards the middle, you're pretty level. Man, they come in so handy because, you know, sometimes when you park and you go to set up camp, you know, you're in your driver's seat and you're like, oh, this feels pretty good. And then you get out and set up your tent and get in and you're like, this is not level at all. So, those. This is my new fridge. It's working pretty well so far, considering it's 38 degrees outside also. It hasn't really run this entire weekend, so not a super good test, but it's got the essentials. It's got some Smucker sandwiches and some rum and Coke and water and beer, and that's what I'm after right there. Another cool thing about this fridge is the camper is just tall enough that you open the lid and it just kind of like wedges itself up there, holds itself open. Pretty handy. This is what I came for, right here. Oh. Fire in the works. Whenever you're making fire in the snow, gotta make sure it has air. So, dug this little tunnel, leads down into the base of the fire, and gives it plenty of air. So I found that a particularly good camping meal is those bagged pastas you can get from the grocery store. Got everything all in one bag. Throw it in the cooler, throw it in the fridge, whatever you're working on. There we go. And yeah, all you need is a skillet and you're good to go. The sauce first comes out, it looks like frozen, I don't know, cheese or something. It smells like frozen cheese. Because it's Alfredo, that's why. Anyway, turn this up a bit. Oh yeah. That's it. It's just one dish. Eat it right out of the skillet. I'm a low maintenance kind of guy. That's all I need. Don't need any fancy food, any fancy cooking. Pasta in a bag. Fire's looking good. It's digging itself a hole. Don't know how much more effective my tunnel's gonna be. Oh well. I have not seen anybody since I got on this road. I don't have a watch. I don't know, 3 hours ago? It's getting dark. Nobody here. Just me and my truck. And in the wilderness. Love it. Good to go. It's so good. That log almost put the fire out. It's coming back. Starting to get dark. Kind of. Like spring dark. You know, it's that time of year where Colorado can still get dumped on with snow. This is all within the last like couple days, by the way. But it's late enough in the year, you know, mid-April, that it stays dark later. I think it's, I have no idea what time it is. 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish. I like it. Summer's coming. Stays light out till 9:30. It's warm.
This road turns into a muddy mess in the summer. Yeah, it's fun though. It's all worth it. It's not that cold, really. I mean, yeah, I got a jacket and stuff on, but I mean, last time I looked at my thermometer, it was 38 degrees-ish, which, all things considered, you know, it was snowing. I'm up in the mountains, probably 9,000-ish feet. 38 degrees is pretty good. I'll take it. Another sign of spring. Ah. The quarantine, stay-at-home thing, man, I couldn't take it. And I'm a lot more sane out here. Oh man, much nicer. I needed this. Oh. The fire's pretty much melted itself down to the base now, so you can see how deep the snow is. Maybe 2 feet-ish. Not bad. But it's only soft for, I can't really see that, for less than that. Just finishing up dishes. Definitely got dark. But it's still only 35 degrees. Well, the thermometer's up there. But let's see, it's 8:30. I think I might head to bed. It's one thing I usually do before bed, and I'm definitely gonna do it tonight, is I'll fill up the Jetboil with water so that in the morning I can just kind of reach down and turn it on and make some hot chocolate or ramen or some kind of food. Anything but coffee, really, because I'm not a big coffee guy. But especially tonight, because when I wake up in the morning, my water jug over there is going to be completely frozen. I'll never get any water out of it. So this might be my only water in the morning. So with propane heaters like this one, I want to be careful for 2 reasons. One is the first byproduct of a propane combustion is carbon monoxide, which is obviously poison and will kill you. And I usually shut it off before that because of the second reason, which is the second byproduct of the combustion, which is water vapor. Which, when you're in a confined space, like a tent, for example, generates a lot of condensation, like a lot. And especially when it's cold like this, man, it can make the inside of your tent colder than the outside. So keep that in mind. Food for thought. I usually just run it for a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, and then I shut it off. So that's what I'll do tonight. We'll give you a final temperature check as well. We are at 35 degrees. 34 and a half. I was so warm last night. I've got Goosetown comforter, Goosetown sleeping bag, which I don't normally use, only when it's cold. Slept good. Nice comfortable mattress. Let's look outside. Got a little bit of snow. Got I don't know, 2 inches. But my cup is full. Oh, it's upside down. Never mind. I have chicken teriyaki and beef stroganoff. Not necessarily the most breakfast type things, but this is my go-to breakfast right here. When I just want to eat, clean up, and head out. This one's the chicken flavor. I think I'll do that. And I promised myself hot chocolate, but we'll do apple cider. Got the Rona. One of my biggest pet peeves in Colorado is people not clearing the snow off their damn roofs before they get on the public roads. Going down the highway and just a chunk of ice flies off at some Tahoe from Texas. Sorry, Texas people, it's true.